Ryan Painter and the Resistors is a country band creating original music with powerful lyrics and a raw, honest sound. Tonight, we discuss their chemistry, their process in creating music, and their upcoming projects. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I am really excited to learn more about you and the band. So, how did you guys come together?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. I appreciate us having us here. And
Absolutely.
so I started playing music, well, pretty much my whole life, but in probably 2016, I moved to Albuquerque and started going to the open mics and meeting some different people. And I've always been interested in playing country music, and so I started a country band and just met some guys over the years and started calling ourselves Ryan Painter and the Resistors. And the name Resistors comes from, we like the classic country, so we're kind of resisting the more pop,
You
kind
know
of a
what?
play on
Can't
words
hate
there.
that. Can't hate that.
So that's kind of where the name comes from. So yeah, I started just playing the open mics and meeting a lot of folks and doing that sort of thing. So
Well, your music does stand out. I really like the sound. So, how do you guys go about? I always find it interesting, especially when there's more than one member in a band, that you have to work with every single person when it comes to the creative process. So, when it comes to the writing, how do you go about doing all of
yeah,
that?
I mean, so in this band, I'm the primary songwriter, so I write all the material. And for me, it just comes from living in a life, and just writing personal stories and just writing about things that I feel and I see. And it's country music. I think, like Willie Nelson said, it's three chords and the truth, right? So just try to keep it as simple as I can. And the rest of the band kind of comes in. A lot of that's developed in the studio. So we rehearse a little, but mostly in the studio we can experiment and. We have a pedal steel player that can provide some things, and our bass player and things like that kind of add to the music and flesh out some melodies and some.
So, being that you were resisting the modern day sound of country, there's a lot of ways you could have gone with the sound with a lot of the country influences that have come through. So, when it comes to figuring out what your sound was going to be like, where'd you turn?
So I mean, a lot of the classics. Merle Haggard, of course, is one of my favorites. But I like a lot of the stuff that's coming out of Texas and Oklahoma right now too. So my favorite band is the Turnpike Troubadours, and they're more roots based with a lot of fiddle and pedal steel
Yeah.
and just the more classic country sound versus the contemporary stuff. So that's where I kind of get my influences from and lean that direction.
So, where can we find you guys playing here in the next few months?
So we're pretty busy for the rest of the year. We'll be at Wind Play Show in Ruidoso this weekend. But beyond that, we're actually going to go over to Texas and play at Green Hall over there in October. So we're looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. We like playing at the Mine Shaft out in Madrid. Some of the casinos, Route 66, and some of those places
Yeah.
will be around some of those. September 5th, we'll be at Rio Bravo Brewing for the Country Music Night event. So I'm looking forward to that. So.
Sounds good. So, where can people go to learn more about you, the band, and your music?
Yeah, so we're online, obviously, Facebook, Instagram. Spotify's big for us. Our Spotify is doing really well right now, so that's great for us. But the Facebook is Rye Painter Band Facebook, and the Instagram is at Ryan and the Resistors.
Hey, awesome. Well, Ryan, thank you again for coming on tonight and talking a little bit about your band and your music. We look forward to what you have coming up next.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back.